There is a line in the tale of the Princess Kaguya that I haven't been able to stop thinking about. Kaguya looks at everything she's been given and says, "I don't need splendid things or a lofty title. I just want to live." It's such a simple line, but by the time she says it, it hurts. Because Kaguya never wanted to be a princess. We see her slowly fall apart. That same dejected, forlorn expression around the servants she never asked for, in a mansion she never asked for, under the makeup and the endless layers of silk she never asked to wear. All she wanted was a life she already had. Running barefoot through bamboo fields, climbing trees with her friends, enjoying a delicious melon she'd stolen with Sutomaru. One of the most gut-wrenching things to accept about the story is that none of this happened because someone wanted to hurt her. Her father genuinely believed that he was giving his daughter the greatest life imaginable. But somewhere along the way, in trying to give her everything, he takes her away from the things she truly ever wanted. For me, the tale of the Princess Kaguya is asking a surprisingly simple question. What actually makes a life worth living? Is it wealth? Status? A title? Takahata's answer is no. A meaningful life is about the freedom to be yourself. It's the people you love. It's the quiet moments that don't seem important until they're gone. Isao Takahata's 2013 film titled The Tale of the Princess Kaguya is based on one of Japan's oldest known folk tales, the tale of the bamboo cutter. It follows Kaguya, found as a tiny doll-like figure inside a glowing bamboo stalk by an old bamboo cutter, who raises her as his own. As a child, she runs wild through the countryside. She climbs trees, runs around with her friends, and falls in love with a boy named Sutomaru. But when her father discovers gold and finds silks appearing in the bamboo grove, he takes it as a sign from the heavens. His daughter is meant for a different life, a life of luxury. She is meant to be a princess. He moves the family to the capital, builds her a mansion, gives her a new name, and begins preparing her to become a noble woman. The entire time he believes that he is giving her everything a father could give. He truly believes that she's happy. Part 1. The Moon. The thing about Kaguya is that she's not from Earth. She's from the moon. And we only actually see it once, right near the end. It's pale, weightless, and devoid of any feeling. There's no hunger, no grief, no longing for anything. When the moon people come down to bring her home, they've got these calm, untroubled faces, and they're playing music that just erases pain and memory on contact. This sounds like paradise, right? Well, for Kaguya, it's the opposite. Takahata basically frames the moon as death wearing a peaceful mask. Nothing can hurt you there, but only because nothing can move you either. And that's a tragedy. Kaguya wasn't sent to Earth as some kind of punishment. She was sent here to actually feel something for the first time. And now she's being dragged back to the one place built to make sure that she never feels anything again. Part 2. The Suitors. Once Kaguya settled into life at the capital, 5 noble men show up to court her. And it's not because they love her. It's because she's become a symbol, a rare, priceless thing worth owning. She gives each of them an impossible task, based on old legends, to prove themselves. They all fail. One just lies to her face. Another pays workers in the capital to fake an entire jewel tree, and one actually dies trying. And through all of it, not a single one of them sees her. They see what having her would make them, the guy who tamed the mysterious girl from the bamboo grove. Even the emperor, the most powerful man in the story, doesn't bother asking what she wants. He just forcibly grabs her, attempting to kidnap her, as if a woman that valuable is owed to him. This entire section of the story shows us something important. That status doesn't bring you closer to a person. It just gives you more reason to never actually see them as one. Part 3. I just want to live. This is a moment everything's been building towards. Kaguya has been dressed up, renamed, and painted into the shape of a proper, noble woman. And she finally has the courage to say the thing that she hasn't been able to say since she left the countryside. I don't need splendid things or a lofty title. I just want to live. And this isn't a tantrum. She's not some kid who doesn't know what's good for her. This is someone who's been handed everything that her father thought mattered and lost everything that actually did. The bamboo grove where she took her first steps, learned to laugh, and build real connections. The version of herself that never had to perform for anyone. By the time she says this line, we already know exactly what she means. We watched her lose it piece by piece. Watched the fields disappear, replaced by mansion walls. Watched her name change, her voice quiet down, and her joy get smaller and smaller until she was completely stripped of her agency. In the end, Kaguya gets her wish, just not the way she wanted it. She goes back to the moon, wrapped in that same peaceful, empty expression as everyone else up there. Her memories of Earth are already fading as they place the robe over her shoulders. But right before it happens, she hesitates. One last look back at the only life that ever actually felt like hers. Dirt under her fingernails, laughter that no one told her to hide, no title attached to her name. The moon promised her peace. What it actually took from her was everything that was ever worth feeling pain over. I think that's the whole argument of the film. A life without splendor, without status, without anyone's permission. A life spent barefoot in a field you're not even supposed to be in. That was never the smaller life. That was the one worth living for. It was the only one that was ever truly hers.